You ever feel like you're just along for the ride in your own life? Well, here's the thing. The most successful, the most fulfilled people out there, they know a secret. A great life doesn't just happen to you. Nope, it's something you build, something you create on purpose. So, let's get into it. How do you become the architect of your life?
This idea really hits home with a quote from one of Alex Haney's coaching clients. He had this aha moment, He realized the people he looked up to, they didn't just get lucky. They didn't stumble into success by accident. No way. They were intentional about it. They literally had a blueprint and designed the life they wanted, piece by piece.
So that's the million-dollar question, right? It sounds amazing in theory, but how do you actually do it? How do you go from just living by default to really truly living by design? Well, it's a process. And today we're going to walk through the 4 key steps to start building a life you absolutely love.
Okay, step 1. Every great building, every masterpiece, it all starts with a blueprint. Before you can build a single thing, you need a clear, high-level vision of what you're actually creating. This is, without a doubt, the most important step, because if you don't have a vision, you're basically just stacking bricks at random.
I love this metaphor from the legendary Jim Rohn. Think about it. You can't control the economy. You can't control what other people do. You can't control world events. That's the wind. It's always going to be blowing. But your personal philosophy, your vision for your life, that's the set of your sail. That's what determines your direction, no matter which way the wind is howling. And this slide, man, it just perfectly shows the difference, right? On one side, you have these vague wishes, and they're totally powerless. I'd like more money. Okay, what does that even mean? But look at the other side, a conscious vision. I want a private practice and 3 vacations a year. Bam! Now that gives your subconscious a real concrete target to shoot for. That specificity, that's the magic ingredient that turns a flimsy wish into a solid plan. Now, a huge part of drafting your blueprint involves a little bit of, demolition. You've got to identify and tear down the limiting beliefs that act like these invisible fences in your mind. You know the ones. Thoughts like, oh, I'm just not good with money, or I could never run my own business. Those are just stories you tell yourself, and the very first step to breaking through them is just admitting they're there.
All right, so you've got the vision. Awesome. Now we need a framework to actually make it real. This is where we take that beautiful, abstract blueprint and we start building the solid structure with actionable goals. And for this, Michael Hyatt's Smarter Goal System is honestly the perfect tool. It's not just about setting goals, it's about setting the right kind of goals. So let's break it down. S is for specific. Is it super clear? M is for measurable. Can you actually track your progress? A is actionable. Does it start with a doing word, a verb? Then you've got R for risky. And I love this one. Does it push you out of your comfort zone? Because that's where the growth is. T is time-keyed. It needs a deadline. E is for exciting. You got to have a powerful why behind it, or you'll just give up. And finally, R for relevant. Is this the right goal for you right now in this season of your life?
So with that framework in place, we get to the foundation. And this is the part so many people miss. See, big goals aren't achieved in these huge, heroic leaps. They're built day by day through tiny, consistent habits that seem almost insignificant in the moment. But oh man, they're everything in the long run.
Jim Rohn, again, just nails it. It's not about being complicated, it's all about being consistent. The person who actually achieves their big goals isn't always the smartest or the luckiest one in the room. They're the one who just shows up and does the small things every single day. So here's the big mental shift. Stop focusing so much on the outcome and start obsessing over the process. Forget the giant goal of losing 30 pounds. That can feel totally overwhelming. Instead, focus on the daily habit you can actually control. Today, I will cook my own meals, and today I will go to the gym for just 20 minutes. You do the habits, and trust me, the results will take care of themselves.
And hey, don't get discouraged if it feels tough at first. That's normal. Research from University College London found that it takes, on average, about 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. So give yourself some grace, but whatever you do, stay consistent. That's the real secret to making those good habits stick for life.
Okay, you have the blueprint, the framework, and the foundation. But what happens when life inevitably punches you in the face? You need systems. Systems to keep you on track, to review your progress, and most importantly, to hold yourself accountable when you get knocked off course.
A fantastic tool for this comes from, of all places, the U.S. Army. It's called the After Action Review. It's a really simple but powerful process where you ask, what was supposed to happen? what actually happened, and what can I learn from the difference. This turns every single experience, good or bad, into a priceless lesson for the future.
And you can build this kind of review right into your life with a few simple tools. A weekly journal is great for personal reflection. A mastermind call where you have to report your progress to a trusted group. That external accountability is an absolute game changer. And even something like a pocket journal, just to jot down those little gut feelings or new ideas that pop into your head during the week.
So, we've covered the what and the how. But before we wrap this up, I really want to talk about the why. Because the ultimate prize in this whole process, it isn't the money, it isn't the title, or even the achievement itself. It's something much deeper.
This is it. This is the whole point. The process of designing your life, of chasing down meaningful goals, it forces you to grow. The discipline you build, the resilience you find, the new skills you learn along the way, that's the real treasure. The person you have to become to achieve your goals is infinitely more valuable than any goal itself.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question to really chew on. Take a look at the life you want to design, at those big goals you're dreaming up, and then ask yourself this: what kind of person will achieving all that require me to become? That's the real journey, right there. That's the adventure.